Yo, yo, yo. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Lincoln Clay. I'm just waking up from a long-ass power nap. But you know the drill. Hit the like button. Let's spread the content to a wider audience. And make sure you hit the bell icon so you can stay notified whenever I put out new content. I would appreciate that as well. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. Hope you are enjoying the content. Oh, boy. Just waking up out of a coma. What was supposed to be a half-hour power nap. So, oh well. Since I didn't make it to the gym today, this will have to do and get my cardio in. So I try to play Creed on the days that I don't go to the gym. So before I get into a fight, since I didn't have any kind of podcast to address it, I guess I want to talk a little bit right now about Simply Deep. What's up? About the rumor going around, the latest PlayStation rumor, PS5 in particular, is that the PS5 may launch with a portable device. Now, if that's true, that could mean a couple of things to me. One being is that maybe this handheld device or this portable device that comes with the PS4, if that's true, PS5, may be a device so you can connect to your PS5 when you're on the go and play games from your PS5. That could be one thing right there. Which, if that's true, it's a nice little feature. Arian Drake, what's up? It's a nice little feature, but it wouldn't be something that would be mandatory for me. If it is simply a tablet, so you can game on the go, live stream, what have you, then I think it's an ingenious move because it will allow players to get on board with this stream shit without invading the traditional console itself. Which, if Sony wants to dip their hands into this console shit, into this streaming shit, that's fine with me. I don't plan to do it. Excuse me. These days, especially with me not having any kind of cable TV or anything like that, everything I watch on my TV or on my computer, on my phone, my internet connection's at the heart of it, and I don't want streaming to disrupt any of that. I don't want to have to, I don't want to be gaming, from the cloud and then tell my son that he can't watch YouTube or something because I'm gaming right now. So no, I don't plan to get on board with this stream shit. But if Sony wants to add a portable device to allow you to do something like that without invading the traditional console, then so Microsoft trying to be the Nintendo Switch just with, I wasn't able to see that whole comment, but so I've said this before in the past. Be mindful of the comments that you send through, because being that I'm seeing these comments through the headset, I'm only seeing like one or Vader, what's up? I'm only seeing like one or two comments. I mean, one or two sentences, so I'm not able to see the entire comment. So be mindful what you type in. If you type in a long paragraph, I'm not going to be able to read the whole thing. And then any comment that flashes through this headset, I can only see it for a few seconds. So some of these comments, I have to go back and watch the replay to see what some of you guys said. No problem, Arian. So before I heard about this rumor about Sony including a portable device with the PS5, I was about to ask a question anyway. I was going to say that I'm led to believe that the PS5 is going to have some kind of streaming capabilities, because you can use the PlayStation Now from your PS4 and do some streaming. Although it may not be the best experience for some people, it's still there. So that raises a question: why does Microsoft need to release two separate consoles to do two things that the PS4 can do, and presumably what the PS5 will be able to do? Console, your traditional Xbox console, which my guess is Microsoft is going to price this shit at $500, and then you're going to have your streaming console, which I think Microsoft is probably going to price that at about $200, which my belief is it should be a lot cheaper. But this is Microsoft we're talking about, the greediest, most greediest motherfuckers ever to operate out of the United States. And so, so I think this streaming device that they're going to build, in my opinion, should probably cost $50. $100 at the most. But again, this is Microsoft we're talking about. So, I believe they're going to price this streaming box, this streaming version of Scarlet. I believe they're going to price it at $200, and I don't think that price is going to lower until whatever device Google is cooking up comes out. So, but again, it makes me wonder, why is Microsoft building two separate devices when you'll be able to have both of those capabilities in the PS5, which is my guess because you have it right now on the current PS4. You know, it's a traditional console that allows you access to a streaming service. So I don't see any reason why an Xbox Scarlet won't be able to do both of those, but that's Microsoft for you. I don't know if it's that they don't have talented engineers to be able to build, you know, both features into one box, or if that's just Microsoft separating the shit so they can make money selling two devices instead of one. We know how they operate. But I believe that their traditional console is going to sell for $500. I'm not exactly going to say that that's going to flop, but I don't think that's going to have the success that the PS5 will have. And then you factor in if I wanted to believe that they were going to launch the PS5 at $400, but now that I'm learning that they're going to add a portable device to it, that all but assures that the console's probably going to launch at $500. Even still, the console's going to have more success than whatever Microsoft is cooking up over there. So we'll see how that plays out. But I'm only planning on streaming for about a half hour, 45 minutes, just long enough to get some cardio in. But I definitely wanted to talk to you guys about my thoughts on this portable device for the PS5 before I get into these fights, because after about 2 or 3 fights, you guys know I'm going to be gassed. You know, it's hard to believe. Well, I'll save that thought till after this fight.
Fighter, when you are ready to begin, touch gloves.
Rhino catches his opponent with a clean shot. What a hit! Rhino is a complete powerhouse. Clean hit. perfect hit from Rhino.
Oh, a hard hit from Rhino.
Oh, goodness. Come on. I was starting to enjoy that ass whooping. Jeez, one fight and I'm already gassed. Oh well, let's go get us another victim. Bruce Lee, what's up? You see every day that I'm putting that work in? Hey man, this is great cardio. And I try to do Creed whenever I'm not at the gym. And today was supposed to be gym day and I didn't make it to the gym. So I'm getting some cardio in. When the fight starts. Oh, and you choosing my fighter, huh?
Rhino is giving it his all out there, but you can see it's getting to it.
They both look eager for a win as the two contenders come out to touch gloves.
Rhino drives a hard punch right to his opponent. Rhino firing off a solid blow.
Rhino slams hard and takes...
Oh shit. This shit laggy as fuck.
Looks like Rhino is reeling from that one.
What a shot! Rhino really showing off.
This shit laggy as fuck.
1, 2, 3.
It is.
Rhino delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
Rhino showing some great technique with that blow. A hard punch from Rhino.
One, two.
What a shot! Rhino really showing off his power with that blow.
Rhino catches his opponent right where it hurts.
What a hit! Rhino is a complete powerhouse.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4. Rhino delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rhino drives a hard punch right through his opponent. Rhino fires off a solid punch at his opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Get your ass out of here with that glitching ass bullshit. That dude was glitching like a motherfucker. I had to beat him. He was talking shit. Sup, Lunkin? He was coming in there with that glitching ass shit. He looked like he had octopus arms. It looked like he was glitching all over the place, just teleporting everywhere. And when I started hollering about lag, yeah, I'm getting the rounds in, Lunkin. And when I started hollering up about the lag, he was like, "Oh, sure, you know, Andrew Wilkins, what's up? You haven't been able to start this game yet?" So I'm glad I beat his ass, cause I already know if he won, he was gonna basically start hollering that I'm crying about lag and shit. So I had to beat that dude. But at the end of the day, I came from the school of hard knocks, where you had to fight, you know, or people was gonna fuck with you. You know, if you get in a fight and you scared to fight the dude, and word gets out that you the neighborhood bitch, everybody gonna fuck with you. Just got my firewall money. Yeah, you need some practice. All right, dig it. Yeah, like I said, I grew up in that kind of neighborhood that if you didn't fight, everybody fucked with you. Even the dudes that was bitches was trying to walk up on you and try to treat you like a bitch. So you stand up to the neighborhood bully and you whoop his ass, it's a guarantee that nobody will fuck with you again. What's up, Jamal? I was in the middle of blabbing when you said something. I hope I got a fight here. So many PSVR games coming out. Hey, Lunky, there's more PSVR games out there than I can count that's on the way. For Honor has passed 15 million players. Yeah, Jamal King, 15 million players. But how are they counting that 15 million players? If I log in once and then I log in again, are they counting that as two, or is they counting me as one player? And you know, and I don't believe in this user engagement shit, because Microsoft started that gay ass shit with that user engagement. No, how many fucking, you know, how much did you sell? How many copies did you sell? Now, when Microsoft moves into this streaming shit, and it's full blown in operation, when the Scarlet comes out, the streaming device, then I'll start you know, paying a little more attention to these user engagement numbers, because it will play a big factor in the success of the service. But right now, when you're trying to sell a game, you know, based on how many copies instead of based on how many subscriptions, user engagement don't mean shit. I'm trying to sell a car, but Instead of telling you guys how many cars I sold, I tell you how many tires have been changed on that car. No, I ain't buying that bullshit. You know, so Microsoft can get the fuck out of here with these user engagement numbers that they throwing out there, because if you want to throw user engagement numbers out there, if they want to use those kind of metrics, PlayStation still beats them 3-1. Especially if you, if I just, for the simple fact of turning my console on, if they consider that a user engagement, the minute I switch my PlayStation on, I become one of 80-something million people that's part of that user engagement metric. And that automatically beats the Xbox 3-1. You know, and even when Microsoft goes full-blown service with these with this Scarlet console, the user engagement numbers still won't mean shit to me, because you know Microsoft is going to give away like some free Xbox Live weekends. You know, they're going to give away also For Honor is getting visual upgrade and a new update. Hey, that For Honor started out being a good game, but there was one of those characters on there I felt like had an unfair advantage. That woman that uses the spear with the you know, uses the staff with the knife at the end of it, or the sword at the end of it. That it is hard to get in on that woman. And you know, people keep doing the same shit with that woman. They just keep backing up and waiting for you to come in, and it's damn near impossible to get through that wall. And that turned me off, and I stopped playing the game. And because Ubisoft is trying to sell season passes on this game, the game has not gone down that much in price. You know, especially Rainbow Six, since they're trying to make that a service-based game. You played as a warden. So that I don't know. You know, I have For Honor on the Xbox. I bought it thinking that my son might like it. He saw me playing the beta, and I asked him if he liked it, and he said yeah. And then I asked him if he wanted the game. He said yeah. I bought it. He played it for about 2 seconds and quit. So you know, so I don't try to sell my son on a certain game anymore and then try to turn around and buy it. Let me get at least one more fight in. If I had to guess right now, I'd probably say I only burned about 100 calories. If that. I think that first fight I won, even though at least you enjoy Creed Rise to Glory. Hey, you know, hey, Jamal, it's not just this Creed game. I've said it a million times. PlayStation has made it a great time to be a gamer. No matter which direction you turn, there is some kind of compelling game on the PlayStation. Even the most toxic Xbox people that act like they would never touch a PlayStation, I bet you half of them own a PlayStation, because they don't want to miss out on this goodness. You know, slowly but surely, over the past year or so, some of the hardest of Xbox YouTubes at some capacity went and got a PlayStation, but they try to act like it's something totally different, and that's why they got a PlayStation, because it's not in the same category as an Xbox. No, they both consoles, and every time Microsoft open their mouth, they always got Sony name in their mouth. So no, you know, don't try to place Sony in a totally different category and act like that's why you went that route. No, you know, Sony is kicking Microsoft's ass in the same, you know, console category. Lunkin, yes, I am getting Black Ops 4, but not for the reason that you think I am getting Black Ops 4. I am not buying it on the PlayStation. Fact of the matter is, it is not my intentions to buy the game. My son wanted it. You know, my son has the Xbox One X, and we do the share thing. And my son wanted Black Ops 4, and because I purchased it on his Xbox, I'll be sharing it on my Xbox. So, with that being said, I bought the game for my son. I didn't buy it for me. If it were not for the share feature on the Xbox, I would not be fucking with this game. And then, not only that, I'll be playing this game on the standard Xbox One, so I won't get to see what this game looks like enhanced until my son comes over and bring his X with him. But I really don't think this game is going to be the wow factor for me. I don't think this game is going to be one of those games where I jump up. Hey, yeah, Xbox has a great share feature. I mean, but the place, you know, they kind of copied it from the PlayStation a little bit. Yeah, 2 copies for 1. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm still in the Xbox ecosystem, is because my son has an Xbox. And any game that I buy for him, I get. So if it wasn't for that, I would have sold my Xbox a long time ago. You know, also, I guess I also got to throw in that I played Gears of War 4 with my son. So there, two factors: the Gears of War factor playing with my son, and the share feature. Were it not for those two, I would have sold that Xbox. I might have done worse than that. I might have, you know, went to the top of a building and dropped that fucking Xbox from the building. Now, I will say this matchmaking feature on this game is unacceptable, because this game is supposed to be cross-play with Oculus and Vive. And with those 3 communities combined, there's at least 4 million players out there. Now, I know for a fact this game did not sell 4 million copies, not even 500,000, I don't think it even sold 250,000. Because if it did, there would have been some kind of, you know, announcement, because, you know, I see on N4G, or I'll see on YouTube or something like that some of these VR developers, you know, will do a backflip if their game sells 100,000 copies. But still, if you're going to make this game cross-play with Oculus and Vive, there is no reason I should be having to wait. The World Ends With You Final Remix, I don't know what that is. But if I don't know what it is by now, chances are I'm not going to get it. So, you know, when I'm spending my own money on something, I have to be 100% certain about something, or I have to have a good feeling about it before I buy it. I'm hyped for Borderlands 2 VR. I don't know. You know, I'm glad that they're bringing another full-blown AAA game to VR, even if it's an older game. But I don't want to spend $50 for it. The same way I did not want to spend $50 for Skyrim VR. I believe I caught, you know, I caught Skyrim VR on sale at one of our local stores at for $20. Yeah, right there at 30. I can understand Resident Evil when it came out charging $60 for that game, because that's the standard. So to be able to have the VR feature thrown in was a plus, that you'd be able to play an entire game in VR. So that was definitely, you know, bang for the buck. But to take an old game that's like 3-4 years old and then reintroduce it in VR and then try to still charge people $50-$60 is crazy to me.
He needs to start playing defensively and build that stamina back up.
Who's ready for a fight? Boxers, touch gloves!
Ooh, I like this stadium. I think we're gonna fight here from now on.
Rhino slams hard into his opponent.
Rhino looks like he's going for the knockout. Oh, a hard hit from Rhino. Rhino comes in with a solid punch.
A perfect hit from Rhino. A solid hit by Rhino.
Rhino looks like he's going for the knockout. One, two, three. Oh, a hard hit from Rhino.
Oh, that blow left him wide open. Will
One.
Rhino follow through?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rhino delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent. And Rhino slams into his opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That right there was too easy. I thought the guy was trying to lull me to sleep. I thought he was trying to get me to open up on some wild shit and then counter me. But that dude truly could not fight. I'm wondering if the dude was like 500 pounds because you seen how slow his punches were. No defense, it was punches slow as hell, so that fight was target practice. Check the time. Okay. I think one more fight and then I'll be ready to shut the stream down because I haven't eaten yet. Well, I'm fighting the same dude.
We're just waiting on our fighters to touch gloves. Then the action can begin.
What a hit! Rhino is a complete powerhouse. What a shot! Rhino really showing off his power with that blow.
Rhino lands a good hit.
Rhino slams hard into his opponent.
What am I doing this weekend? I don't know. I mean, I don't have to work, so I plan on staying up all night tomorrow night, whatever I do.
A hard punch from Rhino.
Rhino drives a hard punch right through his opponent. 1,
Don't call me Danny. What's up?
3, 4.
You'll be at work till 1 a.m.? Well, hopefully if my old body don't give out on me, I'll be awake when you get out. Travis Douglas, what's up?
Rhino looks like he's going for the knockout.
Oh, what a hit! Rhino fires off a blow that leaves his opponent wide open. A hard punch from Rhino.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Man, this is target practice. Come on, bro.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What a hit! Rhino is a complete powerhouse. Rhino delivers a solid hit to his opponent. What a shot! Rhino really showing off his power.
absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
He's really putting the pressure on his opponent tonight.
Target practice, man. Come on.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're not even making me work,
7,
man.
8, 9, 10.
All right, come on, man. Go get some practice, but let's hug it out. Come on. Let's hug it out. Come on. Come on, man. Don't be salty. Come on, hug it out. There we go. Good fight. I always loved the post-fight shit, you know. I always loved the after fight, whether we can shake hands or whether they gonna be a dick because they lost. I love that part. All right, I'm gonna do one more fight and then I'm gonna shut it down because by then I would say I got my cardio for the day. Yeah, it sounds like I'm having fun. Exactly, Emmy. I've said it before about this game. What better way to get your cardio in and burn some calories and have fun at the same time? You know, going to the gym, walking on the treadmill for hours, boring as fuck. You know, and that 1 hour that it took for me to walk on that damn treadmill, they definitely need to fix the matchmaking. No question about that. In the hour that it takes for me to walk on a treadmill, I could have gotten about 5, 6, 7 fights in on this game and burn maybe even double the calories. So, I mean, as far as cardio goes, as long as this game is out, there ain't no reason for me to go to the gym. I mean, I was getting a little bit of cardio in on Knockout League, but that game got boring, you know, fighting all those ridiculous characters, the octopuses, pirates, and that kind of thing. And then not only that, you're fighting the computer, and each one of those characters has a distinct fighting style. And once you figure that out, it's easy to beat them. Then it turns into some kind of aerobic exercise where you just have to time when you're going to move out of the way, when you're going to block, when you're going to duck, when you're going to sidestep. After you figure the computer out, all that shit is like a dance routine. Fighting live competition, every fight is different because everybody fights different. And as the saying goes in boxing, styles makes fights. The only thing that I can say about this game that might be repetitive on my part is that I try to attack the body to make these guys bring their hands down so it'll open the head up. Because a lot of these guys, it's just a natural reaction to keep their hands in front of their faces and block their head. But if you go to that body and throw enough body shots, especially if you knock them down with a body shot, then they're going to keep their hands down by their waist, and that's going to open the head up. You know, when I was young, I had to fight so fucking much on the street, it was crazy. All right. I would like to think that the developer is aware of the matchmaking issues. I mean, that last update they sent through this game to me didn't really fix shit. You know, at first I thought it fixed the matchmaking, but it didn't. It's still the same problems. I would like to think that the developers are working on a new patch, a new update. Did you see my question about chatting it up this weekend? I mean, I saw that you were asking something, but I was in the middle of a fight, and it's hard to read those comments when you're in the middle of a fight, because one thing about this game, if you take your eyes off of your opponent for 1 split second, that could mean a knockout. I mean, you have to keep your eyes on your opponent at all times. You know, just like GT Sport, when I'm racing and streaming those races, I cannot take my eyes off that track for 1 split second, or you'll go off that track. And one thing about GT Sport, if you go off that track, you can pretty much forget about winning that race. No, I mean I had saw a part of it, but I was just saying that because I was in the middle of the fight, I wasn't able to read all of it. But yeah, we can definitely chat it up this weekend. We'll see what's up. That dude was target practice, Emmy. I'm insulted that the dude was even in the ring with me. I mean, the only thing that fight did was allow me to experiment with different punches, because a lot of times, I throw like short choppy punches, short straight punches. I want that that PSVR. Oh yeah, without a doubt, I'm ready for the PS5, and I'm hoping that VR launches right alongside it. Because I will purchase them both day one. But my big thing is that when the PS5 launches, if the VR is not ready to go, I hope that they will allow you to plug this current VR into the PS5. Because that will be really fucked up if a lot of people sold their I'll find a way to get the money. I'm resourceful. When I want something bad enough, I'll find a way to get the money. But when the PS5 launches, that will be really fucked up if a lot of people sell their PS4 along with their current PSVR, only to find out that it's not compatible. Let me rephrase that. That would be really fucked up if some people sold the PS4s but kept their PSVRs, thinking it would plug into the PS5, and then you find out that it's not compatible with the PS5. Now you just sold your PS4. Yeah, that is my plan too, Amy. I plan to keep all of my hardware until I know everything's cut in stone, and then I can totally move up. So this backwards compatibility shit that everybody's crying about really doesn't matter to me. If the PS5 is not backwards compatible, I really don't care. I'll just keep my PS4 Pro. If it is, great. I would like to think that the backwards compatibility shit is true, because obviously, since they don't have any games over on the Xbox side, they keep on bragging about these features. Oh, the PlayStation doesn't have this, the PlayStation doesn't have that. And to use the words of Craig Harris, I have ever since I was 6 years old, minus a few games. So to use the words of Craig Harris, Sony is playing chess with them. So every time the Xbox people start trying to brag that the PlayStation doesn't have this feature, and then Sony goes off and adds it, or they have plans to add it, then that's another move that you've eliminated that the Xbox can make. I mean, if Sony keeps adding these features that the Xbox keep bragging about that they have on their end, in a minute they're gonna back these Xbox all the way into a corner, and before you know it, there is nothing that they will be able to brag about that isn't on the PlayStation. Because like up until now, they was hanging on to this name change shit, and they was hanging on to backwards compatibility. Now that we know that shit's on the way, now they acting like, now they acting like they're moving on from this generation and they're ready for the next generation. They fought tooth and fucking nail and wouldn't lay down, even though this generation was over a long time ago. But now that Sony has done crossplay, now that name changes are on the way, now that backwards compatibility is on the way, what do they have left to brag about? It's finally, in my opinion, it's finally checkmate. They really don't have shit left to brag about this generation with these little petty ass features, because they don't have any games. He says Sony is killing Microsoft. That's good for gaming. Exactly. They can't brag about Game Pass anymore, because they were bragging that that you could download your games, and it was trashing PS Now, and now here they are getting ready to embrace streaming when they trash Sony for it. Now they acting like streaming is the hottest thing since Sunburn. Like they are a motherfucker. They really kills me. Oh fuck. can't wait for Battlefield to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah, I don't plan on messing with that Assassin's Creed. I don't have any. I've never played any of the Assassin's Creed games and don't have any intentions. Battlefield, I don't know. I mean,
Rhino can't
I'll buy it. I just don't think I'm gonna buy it day one.
Once these fighters touch gloves, the fight will begin.
All right, Emmy. We'll catch you. We'll catch you later.
A perfect hit from Rhino. Rhino slams hard into his opponent.
Pulls back. Ow, a hard hit from Rhino. Rhino drives a hard punch right through his opponent. One, two.
What's up, Andre 6K?
What a hit. House. That blow sends Rhino stumbling towards the ropes. Rhino slams hard and takes.
Oh shit!
One, two, three, 4, 5.
Come on!
Rhino looks like he's going for the knockout. 1, 2.
A hard punch from Rhino.
Oh shit!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rhino delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
What a shot. Rhino really showing off.
Oh shit! Yeah, you too. You fought awkward as fuck, but you landed your punches though. That's all that matters. Yep. Hey, you pretty good, man. Alright. Yep, thanks. Alright, bro, you take it easy.
Rhino came out swinging, but now it looks like he's having a...
Andrew, I should have had that. The dude, he was throwing some weird ass punches. He was throwing those punches where it looked like he was reaching. Like he'll throw a punch over this way, it looked like he's reaching, and then I think he was backhanding me. Because when he was throwing those punches, I either had my hand up or I was like leaning to the side and was still getting caught by those punches. So I can only assume that he would go to throw a punch in this direction and act like that's where he was aiming for, and then come back with a backhand. He didn't throw a lot of punches, to tell you the truth, but the way he was waving his hands was awkward. He had decent defense, and then like I said, he was throwing me off with those weird ass punches. But you know, I can't say that he was spamming or glitching or nothing like that. I just hadn't run across a dude that fight like that. I would like to think that in a rematch, if I wasn't tired, I'd be able to get him, but you know, hey, it is what it is. So he made me work, though. That was probably the most energy I spent in a fight tonight, because that dude made me work. Because he actually, a lot of the work that he made me do was on defense, because I'm doing all this shit, you know, with my hands and moving my head around, trying to, you know, disorient this dude. But as the saying goes, defeat can be more instructive than victory. So I mean, what do we have? About 5 fights tonight, and I won 4 of them. I'll take it. You know, as far as that last fight goes, just lick my wounds and go back. You know, go back to the cave. So, all right, folks, I'm out of gas. My chicken is done. I'm about to eat. Maybe close this night out with some Firewall. I do not want to play Astro Block. He snapped your 100 fight win streak. Looking. Hey, actually, I lost a fight a couple of nights ago. Again, it was one of those nights where I won about 5 fights, but only lost 1 fight. But hey, you know, tomorrow's another day. I don't have to work this weekend, and so I plan on pulling an all-nighter Friday night. So I may not be playing Creed all night, because ain't no way I'm gonna have the stamina. But I definitely plan to play some Astropot and some Firewall. I mean, that's absolutely crazy though, because since Firewall came out, the only standard game that I have played was Spider-Man when it came out. And I played about 2% of it, and my son played the other 43%. So since Firewall came out, I have been damn near exclusive VR. If you go back and look at my gaming streams since Firewall came out, all of my streams have been VR. And this isn't a situation where I suddenly adapted to VR. I've been on the VR tip for quite a while. They just finally got some games that make this shit, you know, very entertaining. So between Creed, Firewall, Astrobot, GT Sport VR, plays, you know, hey, you know, Lunkin, I really wanted to, you know, try to get into that Skyrim VR, but Bethesda kind of pissed me off, trying to open their mouth and hold Sony hostage with the crossplay. And I mean, and then now Sony finally, you know, agrees to crossplay, and then they turn around and say that they're not going to do it. You know, they some straight bitches. You know, I dislike them almost as much as Microsoft. And because of that, you know, I don't know. I might even give away my copy of Skyrim. I have a physical copy of it, and I've been really thinking about whether I was going to give it away or not. So I don't have any intentions of playing it in the near future, though. So, and even if I did, the game is so goddamn big, it would take me forever to finish it. So, but that's gonna do it for me. Let me go ahead and eat something, and like I said, maybe finish the night off with Firewall. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Am I in a Facebook league for this game, or FB league? No, I'm not. I haven't joined any kind of leagues, you know. nobody playing Black Ops 4. Hey, I hate to say it, I really do think that game is gonna. I don't know how much success it's gonna have, but it is gonna have success. You know, Call of Duty is a household name when it comes to these teenagers and young men. Call of Duty is a household name. It's a very mainstream game. It's more well known than Battlefield is. You know, it's the facts. Might pick up back Black Ops 4. I haven't decided yet. It's like I was telling everybody. Killer Tay, what's up? What's up? What's up, Pippin? Well, Andre 6K, as I was telling everybody, my son wanted the game, so I pre-ordered the game for him on his Xbox, and because we do the share feature, for the simple fact that I bought it for him, it's automatically on my Xbox. So what I'm saying is, at the very least, I can at least take a look at the game since it's already there. Yeah, Killer Tay, you missed it. I just got my ass whooped that last fight, but I won about 4 fights before that. It's all hype, to be honest. I wouldn't doubt it, you know, and that's more or less it, you know. Battlefield 5 for sure is a must. Yeah, I'll get that. I just don't know if I'm going to get it day one. And then back to this Call of Duty thing, this Black Ops 4, more or less, I'm expecting it to be the same old Call of Duty. I do not think this game is going to have a wow factor that's going to return me to that series. Regardless of opinion, COD always sells like hotcakes. You're absolutely right, this Misi. It does. And as I was saying, you know, Call of Duty is a household name amongst these teenagers. What's up, Desmisi? So there's no way around it, you know. Call of Duty ain't going nowhere. You know, even if they doing something that we don't agree with no campaign, Call of Duty ain't going anywhere. Creed Boxing League Tournament League for this game, Andrew. I'll have to look into it. COD was the last good COD. COD 4. I haven't really been into these Call of Duty games for quite a while, to tell you the truth. I have been playing Battlefield, but now that Firewall is out there, I really don't have any desire to return to Battlefield or Call of Duty. I know I'm not returning to Call of Duty. I'm just going through the motions for this Black Ops 4 and just taking a look at it, so people can't say that, oh, you can't judge it because you didn't play it. You know. As far as Battlefield 5 goes, I'll get it, but I just don't think I'm going to get it day one. Because like I said, Firewall's out there, and there's a ton of first-person shooter games on the way for VR. So by this time next year, you know, over a 1 year span, by this time next year, you might have just as many choices on VR as you do on, you know, on standard games in terms of first-person shooters. Because there is a ton of them on the way. You know, and I would like to think that these games are going to start pouring out here in the next couple of months. I washed my hands from Call of Duty since Modern Warfare. Yeah, pretty much. So that's where I'm at, Andre. So, but as much as I'd like to fight one more time, I'm just out of gas. I just don't have the gas to do it. So, guess you have to catch me tomorrow, whatever game stream I decide to do. Like I said, since I don't work Saturday, I plan on being all night. I will play some Creed. I will play some Astrobot. I don't know if I'm going to stream Firewall at all. You know, I've already got a bunch of those. Next better PSVR better be a wireless headset. It might be. The next PSVR unit might be a wireless headset. That, you know, the patent shows a battery pack on it. So that's going to do it for me, folks. I got to eat. And then play about 20 minutes of Firewall. Then I'm off the bed. But thanks everybody for watching. Give it a like. You know, I want to thank everybody for visiting the Wakandan gym. I'll catch y'all later.